Oh, why's my 37 in a box and what's that cracker's technique of masking tape all over wheels? I'll tell you what that cracker's technique is. Yesterday's weathering, I did some right clearing up to get that loco to work. It was shocking, so I won't be doing that trick again. So yeah, decided to do 37. It's not going to be showing airbrushing. I'm only going to airbrush bogies, to be fair. And I'm going to have a go at doing brush technique this time using washers. I've got no mask on, so I've used a bit of white tack to cover them gauges up, see if that works. So what I thought with this one is I would do a light coat. I just didn't want bogies to look plastic, and I wanted sides to be reasonably clean. A little bit of weathering up front and back. I did lights as well, look, with white tack. Don't know if it's crackers, let's have a look. Did it work? Of course it worked, that looks decent. I've not filmed technique, but look at that. I think that looks half decent, me. I've only used one colour. I'm going to add a couple more and I'm going to add some smoke, but for now, I'm well chuffed with that. And that is literally the Humber All Black Wash that I shouldn't have used yesterday, but I should have used today because it's done a decent job, hasn't it? And this was a little check I did just to see how it were going, and if you look at top at blue section there, it was still a little bit heavy, so I went back over that. There were a top bit there and there's a bottom bit coming up near large logo that were a bit heavy, so I sorted that as well. It's hard work when you haven't got decent lighting, isn't it? I really need to invest in some good lights, but I need to invest in everything at the minute. You need one of them money trees, don't you, for this hobby? So yeah, what I thought were initially finished at that stage, I then re-went over it all. And I really quite like that. I mean, camera don't pick half of it up. That them grills on the yellow section, they're a little bit darker than camera makes them look, but they're not dark. Still got to put some buffer grease on, and I don't know whether to do a bit more on roof with a couple of other colours, a little bit of brown, and obviously I'm going to do some smoke when I get some matte black, but I don't know when that's going to be. I didn't much up today. I've literally done a video every day for the last 4 days. There's going to be a break now because this is my last day off. I'm back at work now, so I've just done a bit of a different one. I don't know if people are getting fed up of my episodes, so I thought I'll give it a little bit of a break. Last one were a bit steadier, so I thought I'll just do something a little bit different, and then I'll go back to them next week when I've had time to think about some new storylines. I really like that little mucky bit under the window there at yellow bit. It's only just mucky, it looks nice. It's really, really mild, isn't it? I wanted to have some streaking on that large logo, and I think I've done a decent job of that. Bear in mind, this is my first time I've ever done this. Yesterday was my first time with an airbrush, and today was first time we brushes. The only other thing I've ever done is that one wagon with weathering powder, which I was happy with as well. But yeah, I'd say it's not quite finished. I'm just going to add a little bit more, I think. I went through Doncaster Station the other week and I got this photo. And I like how mucky roof is there. It's almost brown, isn't it, and crazy, but it looks like it's an original grey roof rather than a black roof. It's hard to tell, but if you look on left, it certainly looks like it. So yeah, I like how that roof is so terribly minging, and then the sides are so clean, and I may still completely change roof for this one to replicate that one, but I don't even know if I've got skill set to do that, and I quite like how that looks. So maybe I'll stop being a crazy idiot because I'm a total beginner, and I'll end up ruining it, won't I? And at the minute, I think I've got away with that. I think it looks well. I spent about half an hour masking up them bogey wheels, and I'm not convinced I've put enough paint on them bogies. They still look a little bit shiny to me in places. But I just kept thinking less is more with this one. I didn't want to get carried away because yesterday I know it was going to be an heavy one, but I didn't want this to be heavy, and I thought if I do too much on them, but I'm not convinced you can do too much on bogies. I don't know. We'll see. I weren't going to do another weathering one straight away. I've been fitting that fencing that Ladderman got me, but I got bored of that. That gets quite boring, doesn't it? And then I thought, oh, it's quite exciting, this airbrushing game, especially now I've had a go on it. It's like I want to airbrush everything. I think I might even airbrush my cat. Or I'll see if my missus wants a cheap spray tan. Anyway, my regular viewers, don't panic. I'm not going to do a weathering channel. It's literally just 2 in a row, for the sake of 2 in a row. And there's roof, look. So yeah, I'm going to add some brown to that as well, so it's got 2 colours on it, and obviously I'll put some smoke, and then I think that'll be finished for now. And if there's any newbies, just like me, wondering how I did that, it's basically Humber All Black Wash. You paint it on seam lines, and then you let it dry a bit. Then with a cotton bud or a brush, you just go over it with a little bit of thinner and move it about how you like it. We'll be back to normal videos next week. I'll do episode 19, folks, so don't despair. It's not going to be weathering service. Got a couple of ideas for episode 19, so I'll see you there. Take care, folks. Cheers.